Good. Welcome, acolytes. Did it already start? I'm not sure about that one. Can I see it? Can I hear it? Did it start now? Welcome, acolytes. Whoa! I'm gonna be honest, for F's sake. There is a pretty high delay there. But hey, it is what it is. Oh! Oh, who's that? I actually have someone who already waits. Who are you? Say something in the chat. That would be nice. Because I still don't know how to actually see who the F watches. Good. Now that's that. Okay. Let's go in. See what the F this entire game has to offer. Oh, what? What? Okay, the corpse is a surprise for FC, honestly. Oh, this looks pretty gruesome. I like it. Fair enough. Okay, so I can jump basically down there. Okay, this is what it is. Let's explore a bit beforehand. Scorching pathway, someone. Keeper. Keeper is, by the way, from what I seen, because I informed myself a bit, a pretty good summon. So, you know. Okay, this looks interesting. Huh. Can I? So, you're not activated. Fair enough.
I know this place. I remember it. Although my memory is still clouded.
My king. Irrelevant. Tell me what you remember.
I was here with Merlin. We had a disagreement about something important.
Okay.
It was here that the idea of how to end the war with the Four Dwellers first took shape. But what happened next is still unclear. I don't remember. And yet, I know it had something to do with Seawall, a place of his eternal rest. But something is wrong. It doesn't feel like a tomb. Be cautious.
Fair enough. I can enter here, but can I? Really? I can't Okay, then it is what it is. I'm actually a bit disappointed that I cannot kill those fuckers. Wait, is that? Nope. Let's just see what this is all about. This is... Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Excellent. Okay, I'm gonna see the story at a different point because... Oof. But this doesn't look good. My leisure. The fuck are
you? Are not him. You are different.
Fair enough, I guess. Who are you? Why did you... Oh, that's your tomb.
The Dalriata promised me revenge. They understand what happened here. Everyone who comes here has the right to ask. I am Seawall Firstfoot, the one who scouted the land before the traitor Arthur set foot on it.
The traitor? Okay. Traitor.
Yes, it is my legacy. The jewel of the South, the safe haven of honorable men.
Okay, a lot of
I've been here for so long. It doesn't matter anymore.
Tell me what happened here.
I was the most loyal of Arthur's men. I was the first to go ashore and take on any danger that might arise in this new and unfamiliar land. Then came the war. I fought by his side, shielded him with my own body. I trusted him. But Arthur wanted more. Arthur longed to possess a power equal to that of our enemies. So Merlin decided our king must first become immortal. Only then could he achieve greatness.
Come on, don't F around.
But Merlin needed volunteers. Trusted people to go first to make sure that his methods were effective. So we wouldn't risk Arthur's life in trying to grant him immortality. They thought I had died, so they buried me.
Oh. Oh no.
Arthur's greed and Merlin's obsession made me what I am now. Arthur should have made sure. They thought I was dead, but I heard everything. I know there were others after me. I know that the king didn't hesitate to do anything to achieve his goal. He experimented on all the knights, abusing their oath. He told them it was for the greater good.
Ah, that's why they are still alive. Good.
Our lives meant nothing to him.
No, come on. I know it's to prove Camelot's treachery. Who's the betrayed? The king did what he deemed necessary to... Okay.
Arthur doomed his people to eternal suffering. Their names forgotten. Their loyalty abused. He sacrificed the lives of the noblest of men. And this is the greatest possible betrayal.
How does one want to
We
help you?
cannot be helped. We cannot be killed.
What the fuck?
The Dalriata promised to burn down Camelot. Avenge the memory of all my brothers. Camelot was built on betrayal. People have the right to live in truth. But when Camelot falls, we will finally be free. Build a new world. Let the dead leave this one. When Camelot falls...
Okay, fair enough. I mean, and I can't kill you off. Well, this one is, I guess. Okay, good, fair enough. I have to speak to Arthur right now then. Just go. I mean, a king's decisions aren't easy. Simple as that. But as long as he actually went in and still served his people. I have no idea, just to prove. I really think Camelot isn't what it claimed to be, and I never was.
So, look at it this way. Seawall, the founder of the famous stronghold in the south, Archer's legendary aide and his trusted friend, in reality, meant nothing to him. I feel bad for him when I think about it, you know? 600 years spent in a tomb, fully aware. Huh. But why does it matter? Perhaps it doesn't matter to you or me, but there are people who will be shattered by it. It'll open their eyes and disprove everything they believed in until now. I couldn't come up with it if I tried. And I didn't even have to try, because it's all true. To some extent, at least.
Hi, Evil. Did I ever see a UFO? No, I didn't. The only UFO I seen was in animes. I don't think as clear cut as you make it out.
Well, maybe not. But who cares what actually happened? Huh? At first glance, it's proof enough of how corrupt Camelot is. How Arthur used his most loyal friend, the founder of the Horns of the South, for his own gain.
So,
how he doomed him to eternal suffering. Who cares if it's true? Can't you see how powerful this message is? Even if it's just a fable, is it a different fable than the one we've already been told? Huh? It's definitely more powerful than all the hogwash we've been fed all these years.
Well, that's not what did you mean to see this.
Now we've found ourselves in what I'd probably call a clusterfuck. And somehow, you unwittingly became the most important person in the region because your decision will change how the entire situation unfolds. You see, my boys from the Horns of the South are split down the middle. Some will back me, but others won't understand what I'm trying to do. The latter, like Feargas, are the traditionalists, and they know me a little bit too well. If I come to them with this revelation, they think it were a conspiracy. But if somebody from the outside, somebody Feargas trusts, steps in and convinces him, you see where I'm going with this?
That makes sense. So should I be on the side of King Arthur or on his side? Because I mean, I know that King Arthur will backstab me as soon as he can, but also he's the fucking king. I would do the same to him. You know what? I'm gonna go the Southhorn. Loyal to the king or loyal to this mother effer? Because I can potentially backstab the king later. Maybe. I mean, probably. I don't know. Let's convince Feargas.
Ha! That's what I wanted to hear. I knew I could count on you. Go talk to Feargas. Get him to visit this place. After
What the
you've
fuck?
done, please visit
Evil,
me
for fuck's
in the
sake, do
shrine.
you have a
I just
photograph?
hope Feargas shows some sense and doesn't let his pride take over.
If you have proof of that, good. I'm gonna believe you. Otherwise, I am more of a if I see it, I believe it. By the way, just to get this one out, I also don't believe in Bigfoot, so there's that. Although I think that there is, I think that the Bigfoot notifications were just because of a simple misunderstanding with maybe some kind of larger ape or something like this, but yeah. But UFOs, if you have actual proof, yeah, show it to me. Otherwise, not really into that stuff, you know?
It was the most painful thing I heard. I didn't know. I had no idea this is what happened to him.
Why can't I hear this beforehand? What the fuck? This game was your job to know.
There were other things that required my attention. We were losing the war. I was needed everywhere. I should have paid more attention to what Merlin was doing. I shouldn't have let go.
Fair enough. Fair enough, my leisure. Fair enough. I actually thought that this will be a... Yeah, I don't believe it. This isn't... No, he's lying. What the fuck? This is actually quite nice. But still, let's see what the fucker has to say. I'm gonna go with that, with the freaking storyline of we're gonna burn Camelot down, but then it's okay. Yeah, I mean, Evil, how old are you? Is the 1094, the 94 at least, your birthday?
Oh, really? And here I thought the Horns of the South had no secrets left to hide from me. But go ahead. Surprise me.
Because as you might imagine, I am also a bit of an older fuck.
Have I ever meant now? Tell me what you really want, or walk away.
It is
In
what it
silence,
is.
preferably.
But as I said, my thing is definitively yeah, 30. Damn, you're still young. Okay. Yeah, I mean, benefit of the doubt. I believe you that you've seen it, or that you think that you've seen it, but nonetheless.
This isn't funny. I'm no Galahad, burning people at the stake for heresy, but I don't appreciate this kind of behavior either.
Oh, come on,
Still,
man.
Judging by the look on your face, you actually believe you've stumbled onto something important. All right then. I'll
Good.
go and check it
But
out.
evil, it is what it is.
See what's got
Fine.
you so
What I
worked up.
do believe, by the way, is
might
that we
even be nice to get out of
definitively
here for a
have
change.
some kind of alien life forms out there, and it's specifically because I remember at some point we
I saw
actually
what you
found
wanted
on a
me to see.
meteorite some
We
bacteria,
need to talk.
and I
Honestly,
mean bacteria are still a
I'm
living
not sure
form,
what to think.
so there is
Everything I
definitively a
believed has
possibility
been
that
seriously
somewhere
challenged.
out there there is
I
life.
need some time to get
If
used
it's
to it.
now little green
Why did
freaking
you show
aliens,
this to me?
probably not.
Because
But
it
there is
could be that
definitively
I'd be
some
better
kind
off
of
not
life
knowing.
out there.
What they did to
At
Seawall
least
is
to a certain
unthinkable
degree, you know?
and absolutely unforgivable. What will the other keepers say? What will happen to the Horns of the South? And what about Camelot? Everything we believed was a lie.
What you believed and what you did not believe are two entirely different things.
You're right. In
Yeah,
the
I
end,
am.
It doesn't
I
matter
know.
what Camelot
I'm right most
was
of the
back
time.
then. What matters is what we are now. And we did everything in our power to keep the South safe. And to keep our lighthouse on through every storm. But this will be the end of the Horns of the South. No young man will join our ranks when hundreds of years of our history are gurgling down the drain.
Fair enough, yes.
Any ideas?
You're the fortress that stood up against Camelot's corruption and got rid of Galahad. You're the ones who found a way to forge peace with the tribe nobody believed it was possible. You didn't let the past break you, and you decided to remake your own future. I think the peace thing would be the best, because I can manipulate the other tribe to actually fight for us.
It sounds better than the alternative. That we're a bunch of fools believing in children's fables of knightly honor, valor, and purity. And we'll have to give everyone some hope to cling to after the truth about Seawall comes out. All right. I assume Brandon put you up to this, so you can go and congratulate him. He won. I'll support this case, if only for the safety and well-being of our boys.
Fair enough.
I don't have to like it one bit, but I can try to make it easier for the garrison.
Okay, fair enough. That's actually quite fine. So I don't know what the freaking pumpkin thing is, but hey, this was... Didn't I just have a level up? No, I didn't. Okay, good, fair enough. Think I have enough of those little fuel things to teleport like freaking Son Goku through the day and night, Yeah, you won't have around with me anymore, huh? Bait. Freak, yeah? Yeah, it's still stealing here. No, don't trespass me again. This is boring. Thank you. For F's sake. Honestly, as much as I like the tribe thinking here, but for fuck's sake, man. Evil, tell me, how are you today?
You're back. So, what news do you bring? Did you talk to Fergus?
First I saw Tom, he's pretty shaken.
Good. Just as I expected. I do feel for the boy. He really loved Camelot. Probably the last truly loyal keeper. But he had to know the truth. I
Yep,
knew his
he had
honor
to.
wouldn't let
It's
him
fine.
hide it from the others in the Orns. Nicely done.
What now?
I'll get One Eye, and together we'll go to the Orns with the good news. Not everybody will be happy about it, but that's for me to deal with. Those who don't support us will be released from their oath, and I'll ensure they're safe until they leave the South. After that, whatever they choose to do is up to them.
Wait, what? I think I was... Unplotted. No sign of propulsion or landing gear. Way too close to the ground and I'm okay. Are you in the military? What the F? Yeah, could you tell me what the F you're actually doing?
Brothers, today marks a new chapter in the history of the Horn to the South. Today, we put an end to fear and
But
poverty.
all in all, I'm happy you're good, by the way. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy you're fine.
I understand your pain. I know you feel helpless in the face of the looming terror of the weirdness. Camelot
But for
has
fuck's sake, man.
abandoned us, brothers. For years, they've given us no aid. All they do is take our resources, send us to senseless slaughter, and keep us in the dark.
Robot and AI. Nice.
Camelot doesn't see us as equals. They've forgotten Seawall Firstfoot's legacy and the promise King Arthur made to us. We were meant to stand as equals. We were meant to be just as powerful as them.
Would be asking
And all
what
this
kind of
time,
robots you
do you know what they've done
produce.
to
Way
the
too
founder
specific
of
to
the
your
Horn
job.
to the South? For over 600 years, Seawall has been alive, forgotten by King Arthur and all of Camelot. You don't have to take my word for it. Seawall's tomb is open. Go and see for yourselves. I say, enough. Enough of being fed a rotten myth that turned out to be one great lie. We swore loyalty to the torturers of one of the noblest knights to ever walk Avalon. I say, enough. We will no longer honor an oath made to dishonorable people. We won't let ourselves be exploited any longer.
Fair enough.
But, my brothers, I bring news. Galahad the...
Oops.
Galahad's death is our chance to break free from Camelot. Enough lies. No more risking everything for those who only know how to take.
Good speech.
You're
By
probably
now.
wondering, how can we protect the South on our own? How can we defend ourselves when Camelot comes to reclaim their slaves? Yes, that's what we are to them. I know the lockdown of the fortress surprised you, and for that, I truly apologize, but it was necessary to keep you from attacking our new allies, the Del Rita tribes, led by One Eye.
I know, my brothers, I know. This must be a shock, especially since I didn't share my plans with you earlier. But hear me out. Thanks to this alliance between the Orns of the South and the Dal Riada tribes, we are securing the safety of the South and our independence from Camelot.
The tribes will provide us with the military support our depleted ranks desperately need. The tribes will help us rid the South of the bandits who've plagued our people for years. Together, we'll share knowledge and resources to ensure a better future for all Southerners.
We will not drain your resources. In fact, we'll replenish your armories and fill your pantries. We'll stand together, fighting side by side to bring peace and order back to the South.
Fair enough. I hope there will be a gigantic war, by the way.
Return, all we ask is your loyalty. If you see a brother from the Dal Riada fight in the Camelotian, stand with our brother. That's all.
Of course, if anyone isn't in favor of this alliance, you have the right to leave the service. I declare a new era for the Horn to the South. Those who don't wish to help build this future are released from their oaths.
Damn.
To those who choose to stay, I promise a good life, and you won't face any more threats. Now, brothers, return to your duties and rest easy. The Horn to the South will endure, and soon we'll be stronger than ever before.
Nice. Sentient experiments. Living bone. Shaping itself into what it needs to be. And type for any drop in any combat scenario. Damn, that's interesting, man. Evil, for fuck's sake, you're just going in and have, like... Oh!
Just another piece.
It almost sounds like a fucking zombie. Yeah, maybe if it was too harsh to you, sorry, but hey. How's the build? Vicar, the branch, keeps eating itself. What the F, man? What? It eats itself. What the shit, man? No. This is so fucking interesting, man. I am damn. Vicar, if you meant me, how the build is going on. Well, beautifully. Magic slinging is freaking awesome in this game. Summoning, sadly, not the
An
best.
honest matter.
But
What do you need?
spell slinging, perfect. And I just couldn't make the mix out of a rogue and a basically spell slinger because I had to go either or. Otherwise, I just wouldn't do any damage. And I tried my best to actually restart it and just do the entire thing. Yeah. But sadly, yeah, it's either you go full spell slinger or by now full rogue. I actually had the rogue once, and the rogue itself is quite. It's bad in one-on-one, but it's freaking fun in the open world. Also, if you just wanna play two-hander on something with a shield, also freaking everything is fun, and especially the I think like the spell slinging. Acolyte, it's It's it keeps eating itself. It's too dumb. Need better AI. Evil, I'm sure you're gonna find a solution, but otherwise, if you can, just keep me informed, either on my Discord, or on X. I won't say anything. Don't worry. I just want like little snippets of, hey, is everything okay? It's like, yeah, we actually got this good because this is very interesting.
Right. See, the problem with Excalibur, or indeed any of King Arthur's blades, is that you need to prove you're worthy of wielding it.
The thing
How are
is,
you
we
supposed
can't.
to do that? Hell no. But if the pin...
Good. I am going right now for a pure elemental spell slinger. The summons are good though if you want a tank for a shortcut of time. But what I seen by now, it's just I don't have a summon that actually takes more than one hit before it dies. That's the problem. So if I get a summon that's tanky enough and doesn't actually drain my entire mana pool, then I'm gonna reconsider. But on veteran, the mere fact is that the Mother Effers just die in one hit. That's the biggest problem. I mean, I would wish that they just either did it like in Path of Exile 2, where you just resummon the stuff after a while. So you just spend your mana, you say, okay, good, this mana is locked. And they just, as I said, like in Path of Exile 2, after, I think it was a 7-second period of time without any summon dying, you just automatically resummon them. Then it would be fine. But right now, the summons, just not there. Andy, it's a bitch when I have to find the people to make the damn thing.
You see, there
Evil,
are many different legends.
it is what it
According
is.
to one of them, there are a few places on Avalon where you can
You just have
prove
to
yourself
bite
worthy,
yourself through and
whatever
just
that
do
means.
it.
And one of
Simple
those
as that.
places, as you can probably guess, is nearby. Have you seen the old gong in the sunken village? Well, many years ago, when people still went to the woods for a shit instead of using a privy, it was part of a certain ritual. Only the people who passed the ritual could become keepers.
There's something you're not telling me.
Eh? None of the living keepers were recruited that way, so we don't really know what happens during the ritual.
That's why
Okay.
Galahad now appoints keepers and the captain chooses them. It's just safer that way. I only know that you need to sound the gong and then lie down to sleep at its base. If you wake up, I mean, when you wake up again in the morning, you'll know you've been deemed worthy. Unfortunately, the gong is broken. So first, you'll need to find a way to fix it. And since it's made of weird steel, that's not going to be easy, is it? Fortunately, Oshbrit should be able to help you. A little bird told me he likes to play with weird steel when nobody's looking. Just tell him I sent you,
Fair enough.
and he won't give you any trouble.
It is what it is. All those recruits were worthy. Why did none of them try wielding Excalibur?
Of course they tried. It turns out that the keepers who passed the ritual could hold it longer than anyone else.
Maybe it'll be enough for what you need, and maybe something entirely different will happen. It's your risk and your decision.
Well, it is what it is, I guess.
Go, and may the southern wind be in your favour. If you need anything from the old captain, you know where to find me.
Yeah. Then did it throw your guys out? I see a dip here. What the fuck? I guess it is what it is. This ring thing is definitively isn't perfect. Maybe somebody just got bored. That's also a possibility. Please tell me if the chat if you actually got what I said, and if not, because I answered the summon and the spell damage thing, and evil, it's basically just, hey, go on, grind, and do what you want to do. Do what you have to do.
It's
So
nice to
stuff
have...
works. Ah,
Riordan's back. And with the Dalrita, no less.
bold
Let's
move.
hope he knows what he's doing.
Okay, bold move. Fair enough. I agree. It is a
Why
bold
would you
move.
want to fix it? Do you even know
It is a
what
bold
is?
move to actually
Take
make
some
a
advice
freaking
from
deal
an old
with...
man. If there's
blood
a
sacrificing
giant
things,
ancient
but hey,
statue that somebody tried to
I'm in
turn
for
to
it.
dust, they must have.
I need to repair
Well.
become a keeper.
If you put it that way, then I suppose I have to tell you the truth. Otherwise, the terror from the sea will bite me in the ass while I bathe.
Of course I can fix it. I've been doing this kind of thing. It's a skill we pass down from master to apprentice, generation to generation. Nothing
enough.
fancy, just good old black. Obviously, though, you'd have to bring me a couple.
Okay. Wait, I already have it. Perfect. The scouting was actually quite okay.
How did you,
Forget it.
Forget it. I don't even want to know.
Thank you.
Just give me a moment.
Here. That should do it. Do whatever you need to, if you're really sure about this. But please...
Thank you.
I have nothing to tell you. I could try to talk you out of it, but I'm guessing that wouldn't work.
Okay, fair enough. It wouldn't work, by the way. So it is what it is. Good. Did the explanation of the magic summons Slinger came true, or was it broken? Okay, irrelevant. Fashion. Because I see sometimes I just get freaking dips where my entire viewership is just gone for a second, and then they are back there. I just don't get this entire streaming thing for now. I don't understand this thing. Maybe it's also because of the ads. I mean, I cannot influence it. I can just tell YouTube to not overdo it and send the absolute minimum of ads, from what I know. I'm gonna be honest, if I could, I would just say no ads. But I know that YouTube still, actually, no matter what you pick, it always does some ads, but you won't actually profit from it, so there's that. But if there was an actual thing where I could say no, I don't want money from it, I just want no ads, I would prefer that. Fair enough, just because the viewing experience would be better. What the fuck, man? Gonna be honest, Evil, I might be crazy, but I love shit like that. This is just freaking... Just having this much of a certain powerful thing under your fingers and be like, yes, I could do something with it, but you still try to do good with it, is just... Forgive my lord, I wanted to demand for you to touch the Excalibur.
Excalibur. Wait. Is it really you? You, who come from a time beyond. Show yourself before me.
Do I know you?
It seems he speaks to me. Allow me to answer him. Welcome, old friend. I can see that you know me, but I am a mere shadow of my true self. I don't remember you, Lord of the Seas. Forgive me.
Yeah, fair enough. Amnesia is a common thing.
Me, my friend. The next time we see each other, you will not remember me.
Ooh.
But you are here now. The will and the power led you back to this place. Even in this incomplete form. Where should I look for myself? I wish to restore Avalon to its former glory. Yet I don't know how. Avalon's fate has never rested upon one person alone. Not even one as great as King Arthur.
Yep, a kingdom needs
Yet
a lot of
you
things,
are,
yeah. True.
trying
Good.
again.
A lot of big rules.
Restless and eager to take the responsibility again. I salute you, my friend. Tell me what I must do to be worthy to lead Avalon once more. I do not think I have the strength. Your path is true. Seek wholeness, and Avalon will reveal what it needs from you. And yes, you need to touch Excalibur. Thank you, my friend. And you, mortal. You have given yourself to the King's service. You are worthy of a place among the keepers of the South. Arthur, take out your sword and fear no failure. It is yours to take. It always was. I deem you worthy, my friend. The promise I gave thy mother is fulfilled, and thus our pact is ended. You know where to look for your soul. Trust yourself, and when you reach your journey's end,
I trust you will make the right choice.
Fair enough. No, the best part, most science fiction is just a cover story to the shit they use has made and stuff that escaped. Evil, if you continue this way, I won't fucking sleep for the next 3 weeks. Now continue. Fair enough. I'm gonna be honest, it's fine. I know that there are things that I don't know and never will know the truth about. Sometimes just accept it. It is what it is. Let's just say it like that.
Yes, it seems we knew each other well during the war. And this proves that I sought allies beyond our own forces. And I trusted him enough to carry the knowledge of Excalibur. This must count for something.
Fair enough. My liege, my king. Good. Fair enough. So I think I am not worthy, but the freaking thing in me is worthy. So, let's see. Let's see what he says. Let's see what he does. Wait, this is Excalibur. Oh no, Arthur's memory. Okay. And I almost died because of it. Fair enough. Okay, explain to me how the fuck there are werewolves. What the F are you on about? Or tell me the scientific exactly what the fuck this was all about. How the thing
I am
actually
his will,
started.
the fire that bends the world to his command.
Find the subtle stuff.
I am the blade that shapes kings and shatters tyrants.
Fair enough.
Enough, Merlin. You can't keep throwing lives into this abyss. These experiments, they're destroying what remains of us.
Destroying us? They're what's keeping us alive. Do you think the Four Dwellers will stop for pity or mercy? Every soul we lose here saves 10 more on the battlefield. You told me to do this. You sanctioned this. And I'm close to getting it right. I know it.
Damn.
No, we can't justify this. There's no victory worth such a cost.
You know full well, Arthur, that this isn't about victory. It's about survival. If we don't push these boundaries, there will be no future for your kingdom. For Avalon, you dream of peace, but without victory, there will be no peace to dream of. The path ahead is brutal, but if we relent now, we lose everything.
And yet we keep losing people and gaining nothing in return. We must change the path.
I love Merlin.
Volunteered for
He knows shit.
They volunteered to save our kingdom, and you've gotten no closer to doing it. Their sacrifices cannot be in vain, Merlin. Find another way. Use your mind, your wisdom. Leave this slaughterhouse you've created behind.
a different way. That will take time, and resources we may not have. The enemy won't wait.
They will if I make them. Whatever it takes, I will buy you that time. Find me a weapon that wins this war without annihilating what we fight to protect.
Whatever it takes.
Yes. Let it be known that it was my decision, and I will bear the consequences of it.
Oh no, my king. People can never know. It was all my idea, and you knew nothing about. All of us have our role to play. You are the leader, and they need to love you. If we win, you need to become more than a man. You need to become a symbol.
Fair enough, Merlin is a wise man. Hey, it is what it is. King's Power Unlock. You've acquired a new fragment of Arthur's soul. Knocking the hidden potential open them. Explore the King's Soul tree. Visit. What the F is that? What? Oh, another freaking. Damn. So, King's Soul. Using King's Soul time slows down around you. Good. Okay, were those fuckers on drug or something like that? Because, damn. Because I hope, Evil, you know how this sounds. I hope you know that. Especially for someone who didn't dolphin it, you know. Dealing damage has a small chance of creating a moment essence which can be collected to regenerate a portion of King's Soul. Oh. If King's Soul is fully charged, automatically use it when you would receive lethal damage. When using King's Soul, you deflect all incoming projectiles. Okay, fair enough. Finishes restore from more. Okay. When using King's Soul, your damage increased by for each enemy kill. Okay. When using King's Soul, you receive 50% less damage. I think this is the best one because I don't really have a lot of finishers, to be quite honest. Or I don't proc them a lot. Let's say it like that. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. Let's go out and do the thing.
Now, I remember.
So you knew all
Before
about it.
you judge me. It all seems so obvious now, doesn't it? The right thing to do.
I don't blame you.
It wasn't back then. And you can trust me on that. We were on the brink of losing the war. And wars aren't won with wishful thinking.
Fair enough.
There was
Yes.
no clean path, no noble answer. Only the weight of reality pressing down on our necks. Something had to be done, or everything we fought for would have been in vain. And in the end, the ones who stepped forward, who chose to pay the price, made it possible. And their deaths gave Merlin the knowledge he needed to finish his work. To find something that could really turn the tide in our favor.
Fair enough. You really think experience on your means was justified? I mean, okay. You agreed to lie to your people and all of... Ah, this is
I did.
interesting.
But this wasn't about pride. It wasn't about saving face. It was about survival. The truth about all this would have broken my people. I couldn't allow that. And a king doesn't get to flinch. If that meant carrying the weight alone, so be it. I would make that choice again if I had to.
Fair enough. A king's choice. Both the and truck mixtures of one shot. I mean, should they make stem?
I told him to stop the experiments on our men, but to keep going. And he did. He started experimenting
Evil,
on the Four
fair enough.
Dwellers, the
Fair enough.
enemy.
Okay.
If their bodies could be broken down, their power turned against them, wasn't that their own doing? Wasn't that fair? So
I'm
he
gonna be
figured
honest,
out
I
how
don't
to
even wanna
twist
know
the
at
Four
this
Dwellers'
point.
power into something we could wield.
I don't even wanna
I
think
told
no.
him to conquer the weirdness. And in
Let's
the
talk about
end,
freaking puppies and
he
flowers,
did.
please.
He found a way to make me. It wasn't just magic. It was something deeper, older. A force that reshaped me. And with it, we won. The war ended. Avalon was ours. The bloodshed stopped. The banners were raised. And the kingdom stood safe.
Fair enough.
That's the question, isn't it?
I mean, people survive, so...
I keep thinking about Seawall. He was ready to pay the ultimate price for what we were fighting for. And I thought he did. I grieved him. Told myself his sacrifice had meaning, that he had given his life for Avalon. And now, after all these years, finding him like this, I told myself I carried the weight of my choices. But seeing him, I wonder if I ever truly did.
Damn, hard words. Hard words. I love this. This isn't a cookie freaking blanket, one side or the other. This is quite... I love the storytelling. This is just... beautiful.
You've got that. Another piece of the king's soul reclaimed, right? What did it show you this time?
Yeah, Merlin started thinking about ancient experiments. Something about weirdness.
Merlin. Ah, Merlin and his obsession with the weirdness. The king thought it could save us. Merlin thought it could be controlled. Together, they were willing to tear the world apart to win.
Fair enough. I love the idea of Shodan and AM being an evil AI couple. Huh. It's definitively a interesting... wait, let me look this... Shodan and AM. Shodan... If this is the thing that I think it is, let me give me a second here. Ah! Okay. That would be interesting.
I was a prototype for Merlin's latest idea. Immortality. Me and Seawall, the king's loyal pawns.
Okay, fair enough. I would love that idea,
discarded.
yes. Now that you
Found
told
a
me,
better
yes, I love that idea.
When they decided to go even deeper into the madness and turn our king into a monster.
Oh, for fuck's sake. And was... Did Arton auto
Even if he didn't, he should have. He was desperate to win. And desperation doesn't leave room for conscience. Every scream, every scar, even if he didn't see it, he allowed it. That's as good as approving it.
You didn't...
Seawall was Merlin's first attempt. I was the last.
Okay, fair enough.
We could say I was lucky. But to say that would take a truly macabre sense of humor, don't you think?
Why didn't you fight back?
Against who? Merlin? The king? You don't fight gods when you're just a pawn on their board.
Hey.
You endure.
Hey.
You wait. And when the time comes, you either break, or you're left to clean up their mess. That's what I do.
Fair enough, by the way.
What I've always done.
But even a pawn can win in schach, so... I spoke with Arthur, he said he had to do it or humanity would have been
Of course
lost.
he'd say that. There's always a scapegoat and a convenient excuse for men like him. But it doesn't absolve him. Not when he was the one who unleashed this madness on all of us. He wanted victory, no matter the cost. And when you want something that badly, you stop looking too closely at what's being done in your name. And, after all, Who said we were supposed to win this war? Who said we were supposed to survive?
And by the way, I think those two would be the perfect couple. But the question would be, would they actually just stay on their ship? Or on a ship? Or just go on Earth and then make some hazards? Or, well, shenanigans, let's call it like that. Especially the freaking...
The monsters, the weirdness, the chaos. All of it leads back to them.
Hey,
We're
fair
left
enough.
in the ruins of their grand plans, trying to uphold their ideals. Fighting for what? It's time to bury all these fairy tales in a well-deserved grave. And
Good. I assume it's the song from
you've
me.
seen what they did. What he did. And that's not the end of the story. It's not the extent of their sins. Find the pieces of his soul. Put him back together, if that's what it takes. And then we, or I alone, if you decide to defy me, can end the cycle. Either way, we will get to his resurrection. I've seen it too many times to believe the cycle will be broken before it happens. But know this. Once he's whole, Arthur's power, his mistakes, and his madness will all return. And when that moment comes, I'll be there. Whether to stand with you or step over you. The choice is yours. Just remember that when that happens, and you stand by his side, there won't be room for both of you.
Yeah, I'm going to fix this. I need to know where to start. If you think I let you decide Arthur's fate, you're wrong. I don't care.
Start. We've already started. But if you want the next piece, head to Kunacht. The menhir there is failing. The weirdness swallowing what's left of the village. You will need to find another artifact. The shield our king gave to Palamedes. He was one of the king's finest. A voice of reason amidst the madness. But it didn't save him or his legacy from what they had coming. Find the shield. And then, well, we will meet again. We'll see if your perspective changes.
Good. Fair enough. Okay, find the shield. Find the shield. Okay, I have to actually go there. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I can accept this. This is fine. Oh, I can talk. Good. Why did you fix in the horns of the... Why did you leave? This is Excalibur. Oh, okay.
Merlin saw Avalon for
I
what
thought
it
this would
was
be too
long
easy
before
to be
the
honest,
rest of us.
but hey.
He told me that Tintagel wouldn't hold, not forever. That the weirdness would gnaw at our walls, at our minds, at our very bones, until nothing human remained. But he still fought to map a way forward, to carve some sense into this land. And in the end, the land swallowed him whole anyway.
How did he die?
We were losing the battle at Tuathan's mouth. Our last push before the weirdness took the field. Merlin was with us, bleeding, exhausted, but still weaving his spells. Then it came. Not a beast, not a man, not something we ever had words for.
Oh.
A shadow, wearing 1,000 torn banners, moving like it had no shape of its own. Merlin raised his staff, spoke a name I didn't recognize. And then he was gone. Not killed, not struck down, just gone. Like the land itself had taken him back.
Nice. If you're interested, there are a lot of Arthurian legends or demons, all in all, are weak if you speak their true name. Or you are basically their master, or they get banished, or they have to fulfill one wish. There is a lot of power in a name.
It was supposed to be a reminder. The sword was never just steel. It was a symbol of what we stood for. Strength, justice, the will to carve a path forward. A weapon, yes, but also a promise. I wanted them to remember, to fight for those ideals, to uphold them, even when I was gone, even when there was no king left to lead them.
Fair enough. Good, let's level this shenanigans up. Good, fair enough, except this one, yes. Good. I think I can do this and just fast travel. I did more than my fair share of fights, let's just say it like that. Especially because I like to fight in the wilderness. And I did some things off stream, just because they would be otherwise too boring doing on stream. Oof, I thought it's a monster. Ugh. Wait, what? Where is? Ah, irrelevant. Yeah, let's take this. 10 wilderness, always taking that one. Good, fair enough. Let's just go out. Also, I've been dead before. I was weird, like I was just a shadow, but then I needed to live again. Life. So I hunted to heal my body. You know what? Evil, that's something that we have in common. Because yes, I was for a while dead. Basically dead after actually falling down. Well, not falling down, it was... No, I don't like to speak about it, that's why I won't, but... Yes, I was dead for a few seconds, but luckily, it didn't freaking impact... What the freak? It didn't impact my brain function, something like that, it was too short, so... And the entire thing was, in my opinion, confusing. I didn't really have any out-of-bodily experience or something like that. It was just something that I accepted as a mere fact that I, well, came back. If you want, you can tell me your story. Oh, for F's sake, there are 2 of those. Okay. Yeah, you can share your experience if you want. But yeah, I had also something like that. Good, let's go the hard route. Oh no. Nope. Oh no, there are way more of those freaking Cyclops. They wanted me! What the F? Ah, konnichiwa, Shadow Master. How are you? You're coming to the perfect, like the time it couldn't be better. We're talking about near-death experiences. Only on the SmilingLich stream. No. Wait, are you a pure melee? Okay. Nope. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, this wasn't the smartest thing. Good. Fair enough. This was... well, if I wasn't a one-hit, this would be way easier. But alas, I am. But it makes it a bit spicier. Okay, let's see how big this Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Big enough. Let's see, can I have an actual... No, I can't have an actual... Outcast yeah, a freaking peasant runs around with freaking laser eye cyclops things. And you want me to believe that one?
I will be your downfall.
Oh. Yeah, it's not even comparable. What the freak? Oh, it's a night thing? Okay. Let's take those, because why not? Oh wait, a plate. Nah, I don't need those. They are basically worthless. Plop. Good. Luckily, I never had one of those. Had one of per se, but I have. Input that have attempted to. What the fuck is wrong with? I have a handful of people that come and watch me, and everyone is a bit fucked up. Beautiful. Ah. Oh shit. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I see. I see that. The next one that we have something in common. Yeah. There are September 11th was just a kid with peanut. Evil, I'm gonna be honest. Either you're one of the freaking unluckiest human beings that ever lived and will live, or you're bullshitting me here. One of the two. Be honest with me. Which one is it? Whoa. Go. Maybe just one, the last fireball. And the body flies. I love it. Okay. Thornsword Arcanist. An Arcanist head. This sounds magical, doesn't it? This sounds quite nice. Let's see the Thorn Sword. Endured strength, practicality. A master sword then consumes 2 of max health per second, but increases lifesteal by 3. I like those. I don't have the stats for this. Increases mana shield by 10%, mana regeneration. Okay. Mana shield, mana regeneration. Okay. Mana shield, mana regeneration. Mana shield, mana regeneration. This makes so much sense. This makes so much fucking sense. Of course you would want a freaking mana shield on a sword that consumes your life per second and then regenerates, or that the mana shield is the first absorbance. This makes so much sense. And it has a good amount of armor. It's a bit heavier. Yeah. You could easily go a mid thing, like how's the freaking called? Mid, like here, and then do this without any problems. This makes so much sense. Good. Electa actually fantasy bar. Everyone is or has experience with killing people. Death is actual proper monster. Death is the... Yeah, okay, thank you. Yeah, everybody has some kind of actual experience if it comes to death with other people. That's correct, good. Now I understand it. The offing part was a bit, yeah, you know. Damn. Crawhorn, okay. Mark this one. Yes. And evil, I'm gonna say the unlock part is a bit more probable from what I am fucking hearing here. And yes, Shadow Master, as you said, yes. Death is definitively a part of life. And we just have to get used to it. If not, well, it's on you. Simple as that. Ah. Wait, this is the crawler's beast. Boom. Okay, let's go full flamethrower. This is... Maybe not. You know what? I got this nice luck charm that gives me gold per kill. But right now I don't need the gold. What I need is some freaking damage. So let's do that. Because those mother effers. Oh, and by the way, Shadow Master, Evil, I know you're playing this. I don't know if you heard it, but sneak damage also applies to spells. So yeah, weak point damage does as well. Spells just have a bit of a funky projectile, that's why you need to be a bit more, well, precise with it. But it also applies to spells. Nope. 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 Almost fell for that one, or didn't. Good. Perfect. I didn't know this works. Hey, I'm gonna take it. Fair enough. Wait, yeah, am I? Yeah, I am detected. Or I'm not by him though. Yep, fine. Boom! Sneak damage plus everything. Perfection. Good. Perfect. Deliver the monster cross horn. Perfect. So I can instantly just give this thing to the altar and not forget it like I did with other stuff. Perfect. Yeah, spoiled me to have enough of those. Probably won't need it for any alchemy or something like that. Yep. Give it, give it, give it. Good. Crit damage. And yes, spells can also crit. So go wild with this one. That's why my That's why my build looks a bit strange. Spirituality, because I still need mana for the fireball, stays in it. Perception will go, or I should go a bit more in it because I also forget it. But precision, no, dexterity, bow This also applies to your fireball, but only like to the range stuff. Precision, crit damage also applies to your spells. So yes, that's why I'm taking it. Crit damage also. Good. Maybe a monster, I'm not sure, but given if I left my body before more than once just to see my mom when she was away from home. Okay, fair enough. Don't call yourself a monster. A monster is something that doesn't feel any kind of empathy and acts upon it. Yes, because I actually knew people who are psychopaths that don't feel any. They just basically have no empathy, but they still decided to not be, well, freaks. Let's just say it like that. That's then irrelevant. Ugh. Wait, you are. This is an actual monster. What the freak? You are shitting me with this one. That's awesome. I love it. I freaking love it. Okay. And got some good news. The Kita live action reboot was cancelled. Oh, that's... Thank you. You know what? Those are actually freaking fantastic news. Because the only thing that happens with stuff like this is that they fuck it up to a gigantic degree. So yes, I am actually very happy about it. This is something extremely good. And I'm gonna be honest, Shadow Master, I didn't even know. I didn't even know that they want to do it. But I am happy they won't. So you basically gave me a relieving message with a bad one. Good, fair enough. Okay, where is the body of this motherfucker? I am blind. I don't see it. Okay, irrelevant. Yes. No, it's not irrelevant. Is he? Is he in here? What the fuck? Of course, a gigantic fuck-off rock that didn't come out for the last effing 20 minutes where I look for the body came out and freaking killed me. Yes, because why not? And I didn't save, did I? I did. Good. At least that. Yes, Evil, I am still only level 25. Oh, wait. I overlooked him. Well, fair enough then. Then it was definitively my mistake. Well, I'm detected, so may as well. Point. Harder point. Oh! Oh no, 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 no. Didn't expect that one. Okay. You got me. You definitively got me there. I was surprised. Oh. Nope. Not this time. Son of a... Good. Maybe I need more mana potions? This doesn't look good on the mana potion department. Fair enough. Yeah, I am actually playing this character not exclusively on stream. If there are smaller or crafting things that give a few EXP yeah, I'm actually doing that one, but most of the time, or most of the things, I am doing on stream, just for the people that actually may come in, see the entire thing from start to beginning, how I did it and stuff like that, you know. Just because, in my opinion, that's part of the experience that you, well, sign up for if you start to watch a stream like this that has, well, more parts to it. That's how I see it. That's all. Yeah, so there is definitively nothing special there. Or sometimes I just move to the next quest. Oh, I am detected by some. Yeah, it depends. But right now I should actually find a new weapon here and give it some poison damage or something like that. Just so if I bonk people, I get an extra status effect. Or depending on the build up, maybe even a frost effect, because let's be honest, a stun is a stun, so you know. I never understood the argument that there should be a scene, a song on the internet. The whole purpose of asylums is to prevent mental unstable people from hunting normal people. A scene asylum? What the fuck is a scene asylum? I actually don't know this word. Give me a second, Shadow Master. A sane asylum. Okay. Maybe I just miswrote it. Sane asylum. No, you are correct. I see asylums as a way of just excluding mentally ill people that are so mentally ill that they just cannot exist in the real world with other people, to just get them the fuck out. Now, is it heartless? Yes. But I'm also not gonna get effed up from a mental patient just because I feel bad for him. You know, my compassion has limits to a certain degree. And yes, there is also the point of actually just, what the fuck, of saying, well, that we actually want to help them. And maybe not them specifically, because I think right now we're just not far enough with our knowledge about the entire thing to effectively help everybody. But who? No matter where I move, it just gets more and more. I need to level up my game. Yeah, crazy people isn't necessarily mentally ill. But yes, and just to end it, yes, so you can actually also look after them, because let's be honest, they are still people, it's not their fault, but harming others, no-go. Just a no-go. And if we can find an actual solution to their illness, that would be perfect. That would be something that I would be for the entire way through, because nonetheless, I still wanna help them. If they can have a normal life, good. Let them, if we have the possibility. If they can't, well, tough shit. As sad as it is, tough shit. guess what I'm trying to say, asylum to the internet are basically different from asylums. Wait, there are asylums on the internet? I never seen an asylum on the internet. Because in an asylum is something very specific to me. And as I just explained, it's basically just where you keep the people that are too dangerous for to live in a society, basically. They just cannot survive without the care of others. Then explain to me what the fuck is an internet asylum, because I don't have any idea about it, or give me something where I can inform myself about it. Because this is very new to me, to be quite frank. Are you shitting me? Well, I killed something else. That's also fine. How did I... Fair enough. Clattergast. Okay, that's something different. Nice to know. It's not a smart idea to put violent and dangerous people in the same room because they gonna plot how to commit violence and dangerous acts versus putting them in contaminated so they won't hurt. I mean, Shadowmaster, an asylum is specifically putting them everywhere in a separate room. So it's not that you... Maybe you never seen an asylum from in, but an asylum is specifically designed to keep them isolated from each other. And if they get a... Well, there is also a room for social interactions to a certain degree. But if you're a violent fucker, you're just not gonna even get that. You're just bound to somewhere else. It doesn't work the same way as it does in films. Otherwise, I would agree with you. During an asylum is just referred to social space where it's craziest heck to crazy and it always ends up. So I'm getting correctly. Yes. Okay. Yes. If you're talking about the internet asylum, yes, I agree with you to 100%. It's never a good idea to actually let those, like, having an echo chamber where you just push each other up to a degree where it's just bestial, where it's just to a degree where you just hurt other people. I agree with you on this one. Yes, you are correct. My grandma, was a crazy bitch, but I loved her. Or shot of her second husband ball off. Again evil? For fuck's sake. It always depends on the situation. Let's just say it like that. Because crazy isn't equal, as I said, mentally ill. It could be that she had a good reason. And if you're defending yourself in self-defense, I don't care what happens with the attacker. Simple as that.
Greetings, stranger. May the word bless your day. Is there something?
Yes, Shadowmaster, you're correct, yes. Or a bastardization, it's...
Place to rest. Or
it's...
perhaps you're
I mean...
to bolster your courage as you
I think it's the film meaning...
I haven't gathered much.
So, there's that. I just think that the meaning of the word just got... As you say, a lot of people don't know the meaning behind the word, or how it actually works. So a bastardization of the word. Yes, I would agree with you. No, you're correct. The Red Church.
At the end of his papacy, the 18th Pope of the Red Church issued the papal bull of calling. It's truly a sacred scripture. I often find myself going back to it, as the word therein moves me deeply. Out of all the verses, these are the... May all those called by the word never be forsaken. If your way of the word leads you through thorns and whips,
embrace it.
if your eye...
Okay, you are crazy. So, Inquisitor, okay.
Certainly.
I don't care if he is a freaking Inquisitor or not. What I care about is, what the fuck, which spells do we have? Oh. Okay. Ah. Very good. Red Priest Robe, I don't need that. Summon Crystal Crawler. Ah, because I laid down the freaking summons. Ah. I mean, if the assassin is a bit tankier, I don't know. I don't know if I should. No, Poisoned Knight, I can get those at any time. This is something special. The cheese magic still works. Okay, this is I get it everywhere. Knights represent, yeah. Arcanist, no. Arcanist. Knight. Arcanist, Knight. Boots, Knight. Arcanist, Knight. Good, fair enough. I think this is the most load I have. No, throwing daggers out. I don't use those. Not gonna keep those just in case. This ring goes out. I still didn't do this.
Certainly.
I mean, the assassin sounds freaking awesome. Not gonna lie. Just because of the style points. I want this. Yeah, the ray is shit, not gonna do that, so let's just try the assassin. Maybe he's good, maybe he's not. Oh, come on, it's a normal... Ah, I'm disappointed in this one. The freaking... Look at this picture, this looks freaking demonic, or undead, or just corrupted by worth, but... Oh, come on. That's disappointing. Ah, okay, fair enough, I guess. Shut up. 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 Boink. Oh wait, where are you? Oh, the assassin is actually quite tanky. Purple Vortex, I know what that is. Targets are pulled towards the point of impact. Could be useful. Couldn't it? Okay. Not even. Okay. Tonight I have a merchant near here, so if I'm gonna farm here, that's fine. And this summon, you are tanky, my boy. Oh no, you're not a summon. Maybe you're not tanky, my boy. Next test. Oh! Go in and find out, man. It just shows in and out of the silent. Shows, yeah. Okay. Okay. You son of a bitch. Boink. Oh! I always wanted to fight that one. This time he doesn't disappear. He's not just a jump scare. Yes, I get to fight one of those, finally. Oh, I am detected, good. Oh, this looks... Ooh! Oh no! He's actually dangerous. I love this! Hell yeah! They're always in the shadows and just lurking out but never doing shit. That's nice. Please, tell me you're still... Oh. Well, sadly it is what it is, I guess. But now we're talking. This summon is actually quite tanky. I think I can Okay. If this summon lasts actually a while, that's good. It doesn't deal a lot of damage, but it doesn't have to. If it taunts, it's fine. Yeah, I see that right now I need to update a lot of things that I have, but I just don't feel good about... Why would you just decide... Irrelevant, good, fair enough. I just don't feel good about updating level 1 armor. That's probably not even good, maybe? No, I'm not sure. But I'm not 100% sure about it. Because some of this armor needs moonstone. Now I can farm it, so now it's not that bad. Beforehand, it wasn't actually as freely available as it is right now, probably. Wait, is my summon just IFK? Of course it's IFK. Of course it's fucking IFK. Good. Irrelevant. Good. I think I'm done for today, acolytes. Nah, I'm still gonna try the Dryad one or two times, then it's fine. Because this summon actually can tank. That's extremely surprising to me. I didn't expect that one. I actually written off summons entirely. Didn't expect anything from them. What the fuck? Okay. This. Also, the enemies actually hit. Okay, that's also quite. Yeah, the Baumkurschler are just a bit too hard for me right now. I embrace the challenge, but fuck me, you know? I think I just need to farm offline a few, maybe I mean, update my armor should be sufficient. That's fine. What was here? Still, let me just look, because I seen something green and me in here. Maybe it's a new spell I can use. Nature Crest. Okay, I'm gonna take this over. Then let's see. Nature's Crest. Cast Nature's Crest. Slowly heals you over time. Production increases healing. Huh. Okay. Let's make this one a double heal. Yeah, it's basically the same, just has a different coloration. That's nice. Last try. And I know I'm getting my ascendant, but F it. Oops. And I almost got it. Last try, last try. Fuck me. I just can't let it go. I just can't let it go. Ugh. But you can see this freaking thing, like the stacking of everything. This makes a gigantic difference. It just does. Easy. Not even a problem. Dryad what? I don't see any dryads. At least no that are alive. After meeting me. They never killed me. There was never an option of actually losing to them. And this is it. The way I have to go. I feel good about myself. Really good right now. Okay. I need crit. Definitively. Then I need the skill tree. Perception. Yep. Crit damage. Perfect. Maybe I'm gonna move a bit forward to my quest. I actually have two. You know what? I'm just gonna save it. Look some armor up if I wanna keep this or do something different. And then farm for it so I can update it. But acolytes as it is, thank you for watching. Hope we had a good talk with each other. And have a good night, both of you.